Hello.
Thank you for doing this.
Congratulations on your Hulu movie.
Thank you very much. Look, I don't want to make this about me, but yes, I am in a historically.
Excellent in it.
Thank you, Fran. I'm in a historically successful Hulu Christmas rom-com, and so are you guys. We are
for a lifetime
celebrating. Yes, for a lifetime. Sorry. Yes, who cares? Lifetime.
Oh, we haven't. Yeah, we're about to air on 12/12.
Yeah,
that's right. 12/12, 8/7 Central. We'll get to that. Now, let's talk about the movie. Well, first of all, I have to get this off my chest. And you'll have to forgive me again for making this about me. But I just want to tell everybody that this movie wouldn't exist without me, because just like Fran's character in the movie, Kate Spencer, the matchmaker that she is, I set up Blake and Ben, kind of. I introduced you, am I right?
But that's in real life, which is even better. I mean, mine's fiction.
I'm a very bad interviewer because I'm just very excited about talking about our personal story. But let's talk about the movie first. Everyone, introduce yourselves and tell us what character you play in the Christmas setup, please.
Okay.
Boys?
Okay. So I play Hugo, who is a New York lawyer who's going home for the holidays. And when he gets home, he's reunited with a high school crush named Patrick, played by Blake, thanks to the help of my meddling but loving mother, played by Fran. Now I feel like I explained everybody's character, and I apologize.
But that was great.
Do you want to say anything else about Kate?
That's because you're number one.
And she loves to remind me.
Oh.
Whoa, okay.
Okay. Number 1, 2, 3. Got it.
You got us all. You got us all.
Blake, who do you play in the film?
I play Patrick, and he's had a lot of success in Silicon Valley. He made an app that, he was able to retire super young, and he moved back to his town in Milwaukee to kind of make the town, bring what he had learned in Silicon Valley to the town. And he creates a startup for, an incubator for young startups. And he's super excited about the community and how it is like moving forward in the queer community. So there's a lot of excitement around that, and he hopes, one, he's very attracted to Hugo. They have this week-long dating thing, and then leading up to Christmas. But one of the things that he's really hopeful is that like Hugo will see how much the community is changing for the LGBTQ plus people.
Okay, thank you. Fran, tell us about your character.
Well, I play I don't really like the word meddling. She's really so vivacious and full of love and life. And she does try and fix up her son, which she successfully does, because she wants him to be happy. And I actually think that if anything, my son is a little bit of a curmudgeon. He doesn't know how to enjoy his life. And I feel obliged to help him, but in a very positive and loving way. No meddling, really.
It's true.
It's true. Fran would say, like you said to me once or twice, she was like, "Why are you such a kvetch?" And you didn't even. And
sometimes I say, be a little more. Don't let them make you so negative, because it's always my mind. Don't do that.
I know, which comes very naturally to me, I'll admit. But there was one scene that we did together where you said to me, and it was such good advice. You were like, because it was so sort of getting repetitive at that point of just me being like, no, and you were like, in this scene, just say yes.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay.
Just like Fran said, you all really did infuse your characters with many dimensions, and I would say that historically speaking, sometimes these Christmas movies can be kind of one note, or the characters can kind of be one dimensional. But first of all, that did not happen here. It's very clear that you guys all had chemistry and all had a blast shooting it. And I want to hear about what it was like shooting the movie. I will say that it reminded me a lot of One Fine Day, like Blake was Clooney and Ben was Pfeiffer. Like, there was a lot of, like, you know what I mean? Like,
That's a lot of compliment. Thanks, Ab.
like the uptight kind of like, but there was like, and then Blake's kind of like the cool guy that's like, I'm successful, but I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
And it was all really, really good, you guys. And I guess I want to go back and talk about, the origin of how this movie came to be and why you all felt compelled to be in it. And Blake and Ben, you are a married couple in real life. I should have started by saying this. For those of you who are watching that don't know, Blake and Ben are married because of me.
Right.
So you're welcome for their marriage and for this movie. But speaking from someone that was also in, the one of the first mainstream ever gay Christmas rom-coms, and why was it important for you guys to be in this movie? What compelled you to be in it, and what was the process leading up to shooting? Like, how did you decide to be in it? And just give me a little bit of a backstory.
Sure.
I think once we got the call from our agents about they were saying that Lifetime was considering us to star in this movie opposite each other. I think it was such a crazy phone call to receive, because we were in a pandemic, so we weren't thinking we were going to work, and then also we had never worked together, and I think after 10 years we just figured that wasn't going to happen. But then the weight of
how long have you been married?
5 years in January. You were in.
And how long have you? Yeah, I remember.
Okay,
but
yes, it's true. Aubrey set us up 10 years ago. Not to get us too off track, but because it was because Aubrey and I were in a movie together with Ellen Wong.
Yeah, with Ellen Wong, the Scott Pilgrim versus the World. You guys met in the men's bathroom at the premiere. Am I correct?
Correct. That is correct. That is correct.
Yes. So we have this history together where it's 10 years in. We've done everything we thought we could have done by now. So I think the fact that this opportunity came where it was like, we get to star opposite each other and play people that aren't very much like us. Like, it was just so much, like, I've never been compared to George Clooney. Like, that is insane.
I have been compared to Michelle Pfeiffer.
That's true. But it was, I think when we were discussing doing it, it was like, one, we get to get out of the house and out of this, go to Canada where it's safer right now. And then it was like, we get to star in a movie opposite each other. But it was also, this is the first LGBTQ plus lead storyline in a Lifetime movie. And I think that was what really sealed the deal, that it was this year, like Happiest Season, our movie. There's multiple films coming out this year, and it's such it just feels amazing to be part of that story, especially as a queer person.
Yeah, how many Lifetime Christmas movies have there been? Hundreds, thousands?
This year alone, I think there's like 34 or something.
Crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing that was so great is just like, I'm Canadian. I'm from Toronto. All my Canadian actor peers have done one of these movies at one point or another, because they shoot most of them in Canada. And I think naively, when we got the call, I was just like, oh, well, now it's my turn. And I wasn't really thinking of the cultural significance of it until it was announced. And then all of a sudden, all these people, including friends of ours, including a lot of queer people, were reaching out to say how much they love these movies, how much it means to them that this movie was being made. And
first day that we met Fran, it was at the gallery shoot for the movie, and I remember you saying how much it was going to mean to people. You seemed very aware that, I think, as an ally to the queer community, how big of a deal it was.
Well, let's be clear. Fran is a gay icon. I mean, she is
icon.
Fran, tell us why you wanted to be in this film. What compelled you to be a part of it, and what was it like meeting Ben and Blake for the first time?
Well, I was pretty much in lockdown. The only place I was really going to was maybe a doctor appointment or my gay ex-husband to swim in his pool. And I was having once in a while a girlfriend or two over for lunch, but they had to be a middle-aged scaredy cat like me, or they weren't welcome. And then I got this call, and it was like, read the script if you're interested. you know, you have to get your ass on a plane, get a work permit, get a COVID negative test, and get your dog's, you know, travel papers in order and cross the border. And I like the idea that it was a feel-good movie, and I think that we all really need to feel good. And that was before the election. We didn't know how it was going to turn out.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it was like the idea of maybe this is the only thing that we're going to have to look forward to. Loomed large.
Yeah.
So, you know, there was that. And then the fact that it's distinguished as being Lifetime's first LGBTQ rom-com, you know, was just extremely appealing to me, because I have been very vocal for decades as a gay civil liberties activist. And, you know, being a part of this realized just makes a whole lot of sense, but also is a big honor. And very satisfying too, because, you know, I think everybody that's gone to the mat for the inequities and injustices of the gay community, you know, just gets very happy whenever the needle moves forward.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I think, you know, it's a wonderful thing. And it's really important to normalize this. I think that, you know, sort of where your movie leaves off, this movie picks up, because we don't really talk about the angst of coming out or the misery of having disapproving parents or parents that you don't feel safe to tell, you know, about who you authentically are. And in this movie, it's absolutely as normal as having a kid with brown eyes. We are a family. One of my kids is gay, one of my kids is straight. It's all good with me. I just want them to be happy. And I think that that's where we need to be now in the 21st century. It's important that, you know, America and the world begins to see the beautiful diversity of the human experience.
Yeah, I mean, I could not have said that better. Thank you so much. I want to cry.
One thing very briefly I would like to add, Aubrey, is when we were offered this movie, you were one of the first people that we went to say, we got offered a Lifetime movie. What do we do? And you said, you have to do it.
It was like she's never had a faster answer. Like you were just like, that's a no-brainer. You do this movie.
That was a very... That was a very selfish answer, because
we went because we love you and we respect you, and also you are a Lifetime queen yourself, having voiced Grumpy Cat. Did you know that, friend, that she was the voice of Grumpy Cat?
I heard that only recently. I did not know that up until just this weekend.
Yes.
I knew we were going to work together.
Yes. Well, I am the voice of Grumpy Cat. I starred in Grumpy Cat's Worst Christmas Ever, which is a Lifetime classic, which is part of the Lifetime movie watching. Is it the Lifetime Movie Club? We'll get clarity on that, but I'm pretty sure it's the Lifetime Movie Club. You can still watch it, and you can buy it on Amazon Prime. Again, this is not about me. But no, of course.
You did say, so it wasn't only because of, you know, just you have to do this movie. Selfishly, you wanted us to do it. But you did, I remember saying you felt the weight of it. You were like, this is a huge step forward. Because I don't think you had been cast in Happiest Season yet, right?
No, you'd already shot Happiest Season.
Had you?
Yeah, it was only in August. You'd already done the movie.
Okay, I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember either. But I remember you saying specifically that it was a big deal and we needed to do this, and it was...
Well, yeah, and also like just the fact that you guys were getting to be in a romantic comedy together was just more like, that was just like,
and then it's dream. Canadian. He got to see his family. I mean, there was no downside to this.
No, it was true.
It is a fucking love. It's a love fest from the beginning to the end. Like it's just joyful.
And we signed on not knowing Fran was doing the movie, and then when that happened, our heads just literally exploded.
Same. I wish I could go back and read our text message exchange when we found out that Fran was being cast, because honestly, that just
screaming. Yeah.
It was just, God, it was.
I was sending her gifs of you from the nanny just over and over every day, and she was flipping out.
I'm not mean, it's really, really special. And I will say
But
that,
I
like,
didn't answer the question about, when I finally got to meet the guys.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, please don't let us stop you from
I
answering that.
know they were,
Yes.
we were at that photo shoot, and we had to do what became the poster and billboard for the movie of the three of us. And I found them to be utterly charming and delightful, and so effusive in their warmth and love, and made me feel so welcome and adored, and excited for us all to work together. And it just kind of totally, made me feel so welcome, and so looking forward to playing with them some more, because they both seemed like such a great couple. When you meet a couple and they're like, oh my God, they're like a great couple. They are, to me. That was my impression. And so kudos to you, because Aubrey, and
I didn't really
then I found out that Ben and I have the same birthday. So
oh my God, I forgot.
30th. And we were together in Canada celebrating on our birthday. We and the cast and the executive producer and the director, we all went out for a special birthday dinner at an Italian restaurant in Ottawa, where we sat outside. And it was just so special and beautiful.
It truly was like the best birthday ever, because like for me to be celebrating my birthday working, first of all, in the middle of a pandemic, which I did not know if I would do this year. I felt incredibly lucky to be starring in a movie opposite my husband with Fran Drescher playing my mother. I was like, this is too good to be true, honestly.
And during our birthday.
Yeah. No, it was incredible.
Fran, like the cherry on the whipped cream.
Fran, I will have to not to embarrass the boys, but I will tell you that the day, I think it was like the day after they met you or something, I think I was like FaceTiming with Blake or whatever, and one of the first things he said about you was, her skin is luminous. You don't understand how good she looks. And I was like, oh my God, you're right. So look, you don't have to reveal all of your secrets, but you look good. You just do. You. And if there's any tips you could give me, I'd really appreciate it. What is your secret, Fran? Just give me one thing, please. Just anything. Because I've heard that you're you're a little bit of a health freak.
I'm very organic. That is a cardinal rule, with very few exceptions. So I don't make the perfect the enemy of the good, but for the most part, I'm always organic. And I think that, and even in the products that you use, the skincare products, your skin really prefers non-toxic, non-carcinogenic, not perfumed products. So, that is good. I really don't, never have liked being out in the sun. I like being under an umbrella, so I didn't get really
all the time
sun damage.
Sun damage.
And I think, somewhere along the line, I kind of don't party that much anymore. And I think that that's kind of helped too. I mean, I hardly ever drink. I hardly ever smoke pot anymore. I just...
Oh, God, don't say, don't.
Yeah, Aubrey's probably stoned right
and
now.
You know what? I always used to wonder, because I used to be a real wake and bake. And I think, well, what's going to change that I'm not going to do this anymore?
But it's not
without feeling like I'm quitting smoking, which I once did many moons ago too.
God, I just want all of your secrets, but I'll get them later if you give them to me. We're gonna have to wrap this up soon.
Yes, we're gonna read you some things.
We prepared a little game. I know that is inspired by the game night scene in the movie that Fran is so incredible in. I wish you had your bell, Fran. But also in honor of Aubrey's newfound status as a lesbian icon / internet sensation. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're each going to read 3 tweets about Aubrey's performance in Happiest Season. Yes. And Aubrey, you need to guess which one of these tweets is fake, okay?
Ben will go first.
I'm going to go first?
Yeah.
Okay.
I hate you. I hate you all.
Which one of these is fake, Aubrey? A, Aubrey Plaza as a suit-wearing lesbian. It certainly was my happiest season. B, I'm halfway through Happiest Season, and if Kristen Stewart's character doesn't leave her current GF and end up with Aubrey Plaza's character, Christmas is canceled. Or C, women don't want men, women want Aubrey Plaza and Kristen Stewart in suits in Happiest Season. Which one of those is fake?
C?
Wrong! Fran, do you want to do? Wrong!
Wrong!
There it is. A. It was actually A was fake. Okay, Fran, do you have yours there?
I'll go last.
You'll go last. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna go. All right, A. Aubrey Plaza gave me gay vibes in Legion, and now
We're still doing this? Okay.
We each have three.
Okay.
Blame that.
A.
Blame them
Aubrey
for
Plaza gave me gay vibes in Legion, and now I'm finding out that she plays a sapphic role in Happiest Season. Fantasy. B. B. Say what you want about Happiest Season, but the sheer attractiveness of Aubrey Plaza and Kristen Stewart in that movie literally made me question if I even like men. I'm not joking, they were so hot, and now I'm in a sexuality crisis. Or C. I don't know what turned me on more. When April Ludgate was in a throuple with very famous actor Blake Lee in Parks and Recreation, or K-Stu in Happiest Season. Now that I'm thinking about it, the first one, hands down.
Okay, C.
Yeah.
That was too easy. Too easy. Okay, Franny, it's you.
Okay, A. Aubrey Plaza has always been the hottest, but can we talk about her in Happiest Season? B. My sexuality is Aubrey Plaza in Happiest Season. Dear Santa, let's do the sequel to Happiest Season. Forget Kristen Stewart, Aubrey Plaza, and Fran Drescher.
Okay, because I want C to be true, I'm going to go with A.
We might have tweaked. Franny might have done a little artful tweaking on
That was great.
Whatever. I just like when you say my name. I'm never going to forget. I'm just going to replay that in my head forever.
That was iconic.
Aubrey Plaza. Wait a minute. That actually is a good idea because people have been saying that they want to do a sequel, and I feel like Riley would end up with an older woman. I'm just putting it out there.
Oh,
so
I don't know why.
We'll let you have Fran for your sequel if you do our sequel. How about that?
I'll do whatever you guys want. Okay. I love you so much, and I just want to before we wrap it up, I just want to bring it back to the just so eloquently said speech that Fran gave earlier about why this movie is so important. Normalizing these stories. My sister is gay, and her girlfriend came to the Happiest Season drive-in premiere and watched the film with me, and it meant so much to her on so many different levels. And I knew that going into that movie, but like I had a moment after the film came out where I talked to her about it, and I was like, it is so crazy that it's 2020 and these movies are coming out for the first time. Like, I grew up in a very conservative Catholic kind of community, you know, and so there were a lot of things about Happiest Season that my sister it just really hit home for us in a lot of ways. And I just feel like this movie is so special because yes, it's not about coming out. It's not about any of that. It's just another love story, but it just happens to be between two men, two of the most fabulous, beautiful, kind people. You guys, I love you so much.
I can't believe now at the end of this whole thing, you say something so substantive. What did I that stupid game for?
Shut up. I'm just trying to.
When I was doing Happily Divorced, which was loosely based off of my relationship, I can't tell you how many gay couples, men and women, will come up to me and say, you know, because we're watching this on TV and it's such a genuine love between the two of you that you share, even though you have different orientations, it's like it's made such a difference in my life with my family. And we could sit around and watch it with my parents now when they were usually uncomfortable with me and my girlfriend, and you know, we can all enjoy it together. And it just sort of, so you know, all of these things are helping, you know, the movement and making society a much more tolerant one, thank God.
Yeah.
And I
Thank
just
God.
want to say one other thing for everybody that's watching. On 12/12, when our movie comes out on Lifetime at 8 p.m., 7 Central, on that day, my organization, Cancer Schmancer, is also launching our Edu series at cancerschmancer.org. And I spend the whole year curating this, getting the most outside of the box, mind blowing doctors that are going to tell you things that you're never going to hear anywhere else. It's my mission in life to kind of open up our viewpoints on health and how to prevent it and how to cure it. And I encourage everybody to sign up to cancerschmancer.org, and you'll automatically get, the key to watching the series for free. And it's really, really well worth it. It's a very mind-blowing day. And then watch the movie that night.
Yes, watch the movie. Tune in. Lifetime, December 12th. A Christmas setup with the most amazing things ever.
And tell your sister to watch it.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll watch it.
Natalie's definitely watching it.
Oh, are you kidding? We're doing a Zoom. We're doing a family Zoom watch party. We've already got it in the iCal. Don't you worry about that.
I think I should coordinate that.
You should.
Yes.
We love you, Aubrey. Thank you for doing this.
I love you guys.
We love you guys.
Lifetime.
Bye,
Happy
Aubrey.
season.
Nice meeting you.
I'm going to see you in Malibu.
Okay. Bye, baby.
Yeah.
Bye,
All right.
Bye. Love you guys.